morning, everybody. What do I remember last year when we kicked off the season for the pools? We were at the Harry Thomas Center, and it was cold and it was raining. And it was a tough day out there, but we got a very different day today. We're here at the Fort Stanton Recreation Center, and for those who haven't seen this facility before, isn't this a fantastic place? Absolutely. You know, and again, to an increasing extent, we're seeing our recreation facilities look like these, which are great not just for the young people, but they're really great for all ages. And again, this is a very significant example of what we're doing to make recreational activities more accessible to people here in the city. We opened this center last July. But we got a lot more going on, especially here in Ward 8. We got a new Barry Farm Recreation Center that is being built as we speak. There will be a pool there that will open this winter. And the recreation center, I think, will be completed in time for 2015. So that will be a nice addition to that area of the city. We're putting $18 million into the Tennis and Learning Center, right, Brian? And that's going to be a very significant upgrade for the work that's being done there. Really proud of our Play DC initiative. We made a commitment to do 40 playgrounds, and I think we have finished 25 now, Dr. Franklin, and we got more, Shanklin, and we got more that are coming. We also have done 8 out of the 9 DPR playgrounds right here in Ward 8. So, you know, let's make it absolutely abundantly clear that the day when the east end of the city was neglected is over. It just isn't going to happen anymore. We cut the ribbon on Fort Greble, right? And we have a new spray park that we dedicated last year. Douglas Recreation Center, we were there for the opening of that last month. And we're going to break ground on a new playground at Fairby Hope Recreation Center in July, all of which are right here in Ward 8. We're going to be working on playgrounds at Oxon Run as well as Congress Heights. And the great news is, starting tomorrow, we will be opening 18 outdoor pools, 19 spray parks, 4 of which are new, and 4 children's pools all across every ward here in the District of Columbia. So we are ready for Memorial Day. And by the way, the facilities will be open on Saturdays and Sundays, and this Monday, of course, Memorial Day, all the way through June 23rd, and that's when they'll be open every day after that. But they will be open from 12 noon until 6 p.m. Each of those days. And then, of course, once the summer really is here, every day. We are, by the way, going to hire almost 300 people who will work to staff our pools this year. That will include lifeguards, day camp counselors, coaches, and a variety of people who we know will help make this a great summer for our kids and for our adults. And by the way, just let me make it clear that there are lots of, in this jurisdiction, there are lots of pools that people have to pay for. Everybody know what the cost is for hours? Free. Nothing. It's free. Exactly. That's free. You know, and just to kick us off, and we'll hold off on who they are. But we're going to have some folks who will do the ceremonial dive into the pool shortly. It will be a lot better than last year when those folks nearly froze doing that. So that will be a highlight as well. I want to introduce our interim DPR director who has been helping us to manage this and continue to grow the Department of Parks and Recreation in the District of Columbia. John Stokes, of course, is the face of so many things. And by the way, look at the fashion statement he's making today. You know, when I hurt my foot, I'm going to get me one of those, okay? In any event, please welcome the interim director of the Department of Parks and Recreation, Dr. Sharia Shanklin.
Good morning, everyone. How are you feeling? Beautiful day to launch the opening of our outdoor pool season. And as Mayor Grace said, we have 18 additional pools that join our already 11 indoor pools. Our children's pool, 4, the spray parks, and this summer we also were able to add to our aquatic summer camps because the popularity is increased, obviously, because as we know, our population in the District of Columbia is growing, and that segment of 0 to 9 is one of the increasingly large number that are looking for constructive activity in the summertime, and we're glad that we're able to provide it. I'd like to just thank a few of well, first let me thank the mayor, who always is very influential and provides a lot of support to all of the district agencies, but particularly to DPR. And without his support, we wouldn't feel the confidence that we have to serve the entire city. I'd like to thank Chairperson Councilmember Che, who provides oversight for the agency, Director Brian Hanlon and his team for the work that they do to support our facilities, the senior team of the agency, members that are here, roving leaders, members of our program team, many names that I cannot name here now, and other agency representatives that are here. I'd like to also acknowledge that we have a team that work in our recreation facility because, as you know, we have what we call in our agency our dry spaces. Greg Poe, who is the manager of Fort Stanton, he works alongside Valerie Arnold, Lakia Coates, Tyrell Hall, and Lewis Jones, and they provide quality service to us year-round. So, as you know, we're launching our pool season, and there will be, as the mayor said, 300-plus staff joining our aquatics team. And the leadership for our aquatics team is a new member, Tyrell Lashley, who brings immeasurable skill, talent, and knowledge and has made remarkable improvements already. But I would like to say that in his absence and before he joined our team, we had 3 managers, Cecilia Washington, Preston Graham, and Howard Gassaway, also known as Amin, who worked above and beyond to keep our aquatics facilities going strong. And I feel like I'm repeating a lot of what the mayor said, but it's okay. We've hired nearly 100 persons to start our memorial season. It will swell to over 300, but guess what? We're still looking for lifeguards. So go to dpr.cc.gov for more information if you would like a position at DPR this summer. So just so you'll know, DPR strives to provide beneficial recreational experiences that are pleasurable, satisfying, and creates a feeling of mastery, achievement, exhilaration, and success, which all leads to reinforcing a positive self-image and increases self-awareness. That's the science behind recreation and leisure service. So it's fun, but you always also gain some very positive outcomes. Our mission, simply put, Move, Grow, Be Green, promotes remaining physically active and fit, engages you in self-enrichment, and connects you to the natural world as stewards of the environment. So with all of that, and as you come to our pool and other aquatic features, we want you to always pay attention, please, to our pool regulations that are posted at all of our sites. Parents, as you come to play with your children, always be within arm's reach of your children, and always wear the appropriate swim gear. You can't see it, but it's here. And if you don't know how to swim, we've got dozens of classes to teach you. So please join us in our swim classes. I would just like to say this is going to be an exciting summer for DPR, and we're glad that you're joining us. Have fun, but be safe.
All right, well, now you know at least one person is going in the pool, don't you? Next person is somebody who I absolutely thoroughly enjoy working with. every day. And by the way, before I introduce him, I want to acknowledge that we have our Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services here, also Bibi Otero. Thank you, Bibi, for coming over, for today as well to kick this off. We have now had for, I guess, 2 years and 8 months, something like that, the Department of General Services, and it was a concept that we effectuated in order to try to better coordinate, better concentrate, better centralize our construction activity in the District of Columbia, because it was spread all over the government. Fire had its own, MPD had its own, recreation had its own, schools had its own. So we've now brought it all together in the Department of General Services. And the man who has done an absolutely outstanding job of leading the Department of General Services, he's unflappable. And boy, you have every right to be flapped in that job, man. But he just gets it done every day. And what we see behind us is a shining example of what's been produced by the Department of General Services, taking concepts and translating them into concrete, literally, structures that serve the people of the District of Columbia. Please welcome Director Brian Hanlon.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I generally don't start off remarks with an apology, but I do want to apologize to Dr. Shanklin because I didn't bring the appropriate swimwear. I guess I won't be jumping in the pool today. But I want to start by thanking Mayor Gray. It has been such an honor and a privilege to serve Mayor Gray and his administration. I'm a lifelong Washingtonian and didn't know I'd be coming to work in the district government, more than, say, 5 years ago. And here I am getting to serve the city of my birth and working for an incredible person who has fostered such a spirit of cooperation and collegiality among agencies that I think that's one of the primary reasons so much has gotten done in the last 3+ years. So it's been an honor and a privilege, and of course I get to work with great folks like Dr. Shanklin and John Stokes, Deputy Mayor Otero. I want to thank my team. I have the privilege and honor to lead an agency of about 700 people, and several of them are here today. Mr. Tom Crompton's back there. Tom and Mac Chavis and Bobby Lacey and others are part of what gets these facilities ready for the summer. Our pools get a lot of love and attention, and every year we have gotten better and better, and this is our best year yet at getting them ready and open on time. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure that they are kept up during the summer through all the great hard use that they're going to get. And I guess that's it. He didn't come here to listen to me. He came here to watch somebody jump in the pool, right? So thank you very much.
Our civic associations play such an important role in the civic life of the District of Columbia, and the Fort Stanton Civic Association is certainly among those. And I'm delighted we've got the president of Fort Stanton here today, somebody who's a longtime friend who I've enjoyed working with over the years, and she's been very devoted to this area of the city and to the entire city. Please welcome Barbara Johnson.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
First of all, I want to say thank you to John Stokes and especially our mayor. Can you come up? This is a wonderful mayor, and I thank you for providing good service throughout the city, especially the new recreation center. I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
You always provide for us. We can always call and depend on you.
We'll get it done if we say we're going to get it done.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Oh, thank you, John.
We also have with us today the folks who are working with the American Red Cross certifies all of our lifeguards. And we have somebody to represent the American Red Cross today. She is the product manager. Don't ask me what a product manager is, right? But she's the product manager, Stephanie Shook.
I didn't need that.
Thank you so much for having us here. We're really thrilled to be invited. We're honored to share this time, this special time with you as you open your facilities to have another safe summer. And I don't know what a product manager is, but I would say I do a really good job. Whatever it is, it's always great when nobody knows what it is. This year is a special year for us. The American Red Cross is celebrating 100 years of water safety this year. We created the first ever national water safety program in 1914, and it continues to be the gold standard of training even today. So we're really proud of that, and we're really excited that DC Parks and Rec utilizes our training to train their staff. So thank you for that. And as we embark on the next 100 years, we continue to urge people with our core message, really, which is learn to swim and how important it is to know how to swim. But what does that really mean, that you can swim? So we found when we did a national survey recently that 80% of adults that responded said that they could swim. But when we dialed deeper into the information and asked more specific questions, we found that people were overestimating their swimming ability. And so actually 56%, only 56% could do the life-saving skills, 5 basic swimming skills that could save their life in an emergency. And furthermore, only 39% of the parents of the children ages 4 to 17 said that their children had those basic swimming skills. So that, of course, means we have a lot of work to do. And so the Red Cross came up with the concept of water competency this year to help people understand what does it mean to learn to swim and what are those basic minimum 5 things that you should be able to do. So water competency really is being able to do these 5 things from start to finish. So they would include, water competency would be jumping into water over your head and being able to come back up to the surface, treading water or floating for 1 minute, then being able to turn in the water and locate an exit point, and then be able to swim all the way across without stopping. And so in most pools, that's 25 yards. Okay, and then once you get there, being able to exit the pool without using a ladder in case you had to climb out, you weren't near a ladder. So you can see, as you put the skills together into a scenario of water competency, it's really important that everybody be able to do that. Okay, so if you don't know how to do that, your family doesn't know how to do that, come take swim lessons and make sure that you can get up to that minimum competency of swimming. Another thing we found out with the survey was that the 2 main reasons that people cited for not learning to swim was fear and limited access. And so here at DC Parks and Recreation, as the mayor said, you've got great, wonderful facilities that are free, that have quality staff and Red Cross trained swim instructors that are ready to work with you no matter what stage you're in, whether you're a beginner and you're afraid, or whether you have basic competency but you want to get better. So it's a great opportunity to come out and take advantage of the access. And if fear is the thing that's holding you back, take that step of courage, that leap of faith. Everybody that I've ever known in all my years that's learned to swim has never regretted it. They've always been so proud of themselves and what they can accomplish, and it really has enriched their lives. So take advantage of these great facilities and the trained staff and the programs that we have. Make this year the year that you take that first step and be ready to learn to swim. So thank you so much for having us, and have a great, safe summer.
My definition of water competency is to be able to get this bottle open and take a few swigs of this water. All right, the moment everybody's been waiting for. We know you're one of the folks, Dr. Shanklin, and I think you'll be joined by the new aquatic manager, Tyrell Lashley, and maybe some additional folks are going to join you as well. Okay, so go for it. Everybody ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.